We are often asked, what do you do with EternaBond DoubleStick? DoubleStick is the same EternaBond microsealant, but in its pure form, meaning there's no backing on it other than these two release liners. So DoubleStick is a pure microsealant, and you would use that for a couple different purposes. One would be as a moldable sealant. You can take DoubleStick, you can roll it into a bead, just like a caulking, but much more aggressive, longer lasting and durable. Put it into a crack or a crevice that you have to fill. The other thing you can do, you can roll it into a ball, fill a hole with it, and it will fuse to whatever it comes in contact with. So again, you can use DoubleStick as a moldable sealant. But the most common place where DoubleStick is used is as a seam adhesive. For example, on this EPDM roof, we'll do a lap seam the same way that you would do it in the field. Of course, we're in a controlled environment here. You'd measure out your DoubleStick. You use the same snapping method that you use with the other tapes that releases the silicone-backed release liner. You line it up on your seam. It's pressure activated because it is a micro sealant. And now what's happening is that DoubleStick is starting to fuse to that surface. Pull off your second release liner. Line up your second surface. And then again, roll it, because EternaBond is pressure activated. So again, going between two surfaces, so that could be underneath the foot of a equipment curb, underneath a skylight curb, or in a lap seam like this. Now what I've done, I've activated it. Now I'm often asked, do you have to put a bead of caulking along the edge? The answer is absolutely not. This is a complete installation. You can see where it's already started bonding with the two surfaces. It's fusing those together. And the nice thing about EternaBond is that will never harden. It will always stay flexible. So you'll have a seam that's able to expand and contract with the roof. Another place where you can use DoubleStick is, let's say you had a hole in a roof. And you wanted to make a repair that was not distinguishable from the rest of the roof. Well, you could take a piece of similar roof, then take your DoubleStick, install it on the piece of roof. It's going to be your cover piece. Now I'm using a roller, but you could just do that. Snap it. Now by the way, if you can't snap it, let's say it was a piece of granulated modified that doesn't snap very easy, you just pinch it. See what I'm doing there? You pinch it with your second hand, free hand. Put it in place. Rub it. Or as you've seen, I like to roll it. Repaired. Now it wouldn't matter if this was Hypalon, TPO, most PVC is granulated, aluminum. metal, kinder coated metal, EPDM, it doesn't matter. The EternaBond will work on all of them. And that's a permanent repair. Another place where EternaBond DoubleStick can be used is when you're installing a new roof and you have to tie it to an old roof, as in this case right here. Now, it doesn't even have to be similar materials. In this example, we're using a TPO and we're going to tie it to an EPDM. Now, this can be a temporary repair, as in a night tie-off, or it can be a permanent repair. So mark your line. Measure your double stick. Snap it. I'm often asked what should we clean it with? I prefer a hot solvent like lacquer thinner or acetone or xylene. Some guys use alcohol, that works well, but it's not as aggressive as the others that I just mentioned, and it doesn't flash off quite as easily. Commercial cleaners work well too. Pull off your second release liner. Roll the new roof. You see I've got a little exposed. That doesn't matter. It doesn't affect a thing. It's pressure activated. And now you have a watertight seal. You can see it's fused to both surfaces. Again, that can be permanent or that can be temporary, like if you were just closing up the roof for the night.